The CNBC.com sports business reporter, Jabari Young, and of course, Mike Santoli, who can't sit out a discussion about baseball. So, Jabari, what happens if they don't get back in 4 minutes?
Well, it'll just get delayed, but the MLB is not going to say, hey, we gave y'all to a 5 and it's 5:01. What's going on? It'll get delayed. But, from what I'm hearing, I expect that the Players Union, will obviously agree to the protocols, the health and safety protocols, and that the big question is that will players be able to report in 7 days? And I think that's the big question. In texting my sources right now, looking down to see if they hit me back. Right now it's still, hey, this is what we expect. March 26th was that agreement that they had in place. Should they not come to an agreement where the owners and the players were satisfied of getting more playoff teams for the postseason, expanding the league, a rule where DH is now universal, all those things are money makers for the players, added revenue, more jobs if you're talking about more DH. So these are just issues that we got a preview of what things are going to be like for that new collective bargaining agreement. But as of right now, I can't foresee this thing falling apart. This is why that March 26th agreement was put into place, for the safety net should you not agree to more games. And right now it doesn't look that way. 60 games, July to September, full prorated play, pay for the players. That's what it's looking like.
I mean, what have been the hurdles, Jabari? I mean, soccer is taking place across Europe. That's much more of a contact sport. One would have thought that getting baseball back would have been relatively, at least, easy.
Greed. Just greed. The owners put in place a full prorated pay for the players, and then those negotiations as they wore on, you started to see, hey, this amount of games, but we're going to take that prorated play and only put it 83% now or 82%. And players are like, no, we agreed to 100. And so back and forth, listen, this is why that March 26th agreement was so important, because should things have not fallen into place for both sides, then they fall back on March 26th. Just imagine if that March 26th agreement wasn't there, we could be talking about no baseball. So you just got a chance to see full sides. I mean, listen, this is what it is, getting back into play. We all got a piece, right? The players almost got a tease. The owners got a piece. The media, we got a piece because we were able to report these things, the juicy gossip between Rob Manfred and Tony Clark. Everybody got a piece, and now it's time to get back to playing baseball, and it looks like that's what they're trying to do per that March 26th agreement.
Well, let's get our take from our resident baseball fan and expert, Mike Santoli. It's not just on the VIX.
No.
Mike, what is the season going to look like? So what are they targeting for opening day? And just how much competition is there going to be for baseball now, which usually sort of rules the summer, but everyone else is starting up right now as well?
They will start up eventually during this 60-game stretch. I think it's going to end up being kind of this stub experimental season. Nobody's going to really treat it as a regular year. As Jabari said, they're going to impose all these kind of new twists on rules that are, going to basically be a trial period for that. But, nothing's going to be that satisfactory. When I was a kid, there was a players' strike in 1981. They had 2 halves of the season. Each half was as long, basically, as they're going to do right now. So better than nothing, but not much.
Yeah, well, they missed that point, too, Mike. Those agreements that were put into place, remember, the owners, club owners, yeah. Rob Manfred said we're taking those out. No more playoff expansion, no more DH. But these are just issues that both sides miss out on because they're missing price points. You're missing jobs being added should you have a universal DH. You're missing more money for the players should you expand the postseason because that's media dollars now. So these are just things that are going to be taken up for the next collective bargaining agreement, and we'll see what happens then.